I'm currently #1 villain on LSF, and I have been for some time.
Oh my
Obviously,
God.
it goes through waves. Sometimes Asmongold is that guy. Sometimes even XQC gets to be that guy, okay? For a brief moment. The one guy that's never that guy is Destiny, because he that shit because his community is very active on Reddit and pretty much that's the most active area that they're at. So they just constantly brigade over and over and over again. But what is the point?
What a wild
point?
statement.
Do
Holy
I have to
shit.
kill job can be gruesome. Yes, a real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired. But yes, a real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired. But a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will. So, yes, a real job can...
Oh no. Oh no. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Hasan's gonna get a lot of hate for this clip. But he's kind of right. He is kind of right. It depends on what you mean by like soul sucking, but I mean, the problem is if you're imprecise with your language, people can read things in a lot of different ways. So for instance, being a Hollywood actor is a harder job than working fast food, right? That's true. Or being like an engineer is a harder job than being a fast food worker. Or being a streamer is more soul-draining than being a fast food worker. Those things are true. The difference is that the big one is that one, you choose it. You want to do these things because the agency and the payoffs are so much higher, right? Even if streaming might be more quote unquote soul destroying or soul sucking in certain ways, which it obviously is, versus being a fast food worker, even if it's more soul destroying, you choose it because you get to choose what you want to do for your job. So the agency is very high. Your engagement with your work, and because the reward is way higher too, right? But the way that he's doing it makes it sound like would a socialist not say that working under oppressive capitalism is not sucking the soul out of the human spirit? Oh, maybe, but he's retarded and he doesn't know anything about socialism, so that's different. But how often and for how long does Hasan stream? Hasan streams like 9 hours a day, doesn't he? But engineering is more difficult than acting? By definition, that's not true. I'm guessing that any reasonably intelligent person can go to can go to school and get a degree in most engineering, whereas acting is going to be competitive. Anything that's competitive by nature is probably going to be harder than things that are not competitive. Like there are only so many roles to go around. There are only so many roles to go around. In 90 days, he streamed 626 hours. That's quite a bit of streaming. Divided by 90, 7 hours on average. Wow, are you shredded? Yes. Yeah, good job. Today I learned that there's infinite engineering jobs. My guess would be is that there's probably a really high demand for engineering jobs compared to the demand for acting jobs. Correct, you fucking retard. That is true. Stay mad. I know you're mad and you think you're super ultra special, but chances are there's a reason why STEM degrees pay so much money. If you go to school and you get a degree in engineering, nobody comes out of school like, God, I'm a mechanical engineer. I just can't find any work. Oh no. Like, bro, yes, correct. That's not what you said. You said it isn't competitive. It isn't as competitive. Correct. Yes, that is correct. Engineering is not as competitive as like being an actor, at least like in a main production. I guess you could be like an actor in a high school play or something, or in local productions, I guess, depending on how broadly you want to make actor work, I guess. But I hear that comp sci degrees are being somewhat oversaturated. Is that true? I wouldn't trust anything that anybody on Reddit or Twitter says about any type of degree. Just go look up the average salaries or shit like that. People have said that for a million fucking years. Oh, comp sci is oversaturated. If you get these degrees, nobody's hiring programmers anymore. Like people say, I don't think that's true. I don't think the average wages, the median salaries reflect that. The hiring rates reflect that. I don't know if any of that is true. Yeah. What would your definition be if someone asked you, how has being a streamer for all these years affected your soul? Well, for me, I like it, but that's because I have a penchant for soul destructive navigation, and I enjoy it. I love it, okay? Isn't Hasan's statement stupid because even though streaming is hard, it's still a privilege to do that instead of working a normal job? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The big difference between these jobs is that you choose them. The difference is that however hard streaming and however hard fast food work is, the fast food worker would almost always choose to do a harder job like streaming. The streamer would probably never choose to do an easier job like fast food work. And there's a reason why. The reason why is because the agency and the payoff, the compensation is so much higher for doing the other stuff, yeah. Jesus Christ. Is this real? Was carpet cleaning easier than streaming? The problem is just when you say easy, that's just a really vague word, right? Was it easier than streaming? I mean, I don't have to lift a power scrubber out of a fucking truck as a streamer. But I mean, imagine it's probably way easier for most people to become carpet cleaners than it is for people to become streamers, right?
Yes, a real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired. But a real job doesn't suck the soul out.
Would you consider that what we just watched with what Jimmy John's employs soul-sucking in any sense of the term? Yeah, working retail and normal jobs is definitely soul-sucking, but it's soul-sucking in different ways. So for instance, I can have a shitty day at work and just have a shitty day at work if I worked at McDonald's or when I worked at the casino or when I was a carpet cleaner, right? You have a shitty day, you go in, right? Let me just back of house the whole time or go bus. I don't want to deal with customers. I feel like shit, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You can do that. For streaming or entertainment, you can't have shitty days because when you have a shitty day, one, sometimes you can't even stream. If you do, it's going to get amplified because people are going to notice, they're going to talk about it. And three, your job is under a microscope by 50 billion people that are also all invested in your destruction at any particular point in time. That doesn't happen in however bad McDonald's was and dealing with shitty customers was, I was done with the customer when the customer walked out the door. Whereas for streaming, the presence of other people pressuring you is constant, even when you're not working. So I mean, it's, yeah. Wait, what? This is a troll, right? Yeah, but that would be an interesting question for Hasan. Is being a CEO more soul-crushing than an employee? Because if Hasan says no there, then he's just being a hypocrite, yeah. Hasan said that your fans are brigading the LSF thread. No, but Hasan does send his fans sometimes to brigade the threads. I can tell when it happens too. It's very funny. It's like there'll be a huge uptick instantly, and Hasan people and downvotes and shit, yeah. And then the comments restart themselves like instantly. It's kind of funny. My fans might do it too, by the way, when I go over LSF, so it's possible. Apparently, if you see a panda, your left brain, and if you see two turtles swimming, your right brain. What do you see? I just see a guy's face. This is a troll, right? If you see a panda, you're left-brained. Where the fuck is a panda? It's a troll, right? This is a troll. It's Mr. T? Is that the troll? That's the joke. Okay. I started blocking accounts that I see show up on Twitter. Okay, no more links. I started blocking accounts on Twitter. When people think, like, they'll tweet out a video and they'll be like, you can't believe that Taylor Swift does this. And then you watch the video for like 10 seconds, like nothing happens. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to? Hasan is losing it on his stream right now. I imagine people would say being stuck in a low-skill job like fast food your whole life would be more soul-destroying, but that's an incredibly small minority of people. Oh, I disagree. That was always the worst part for that line of work for me. But I wonder if that's because I went to private school, so I saw it differently. I think when the trajectory of your life gets cut and you start working ordinary work and you're like, oh, this is the rest of my fucking life, that's the worst. That was the worst part for me, but maybe not everybody feels that way. I'm not sure. Fuck, I think I'm going to retweet this clip just to fuck with Hasan, though.
On this, you could literally ask the subreddit's mods to ban anything to do with you and you wouldn't have this issue.
He already did.
You're so fucking stupid. I have asked the subreddit moderators to ban me. They literally privately DM me on a Discord server that they set up specifically for this purpose. I asked them to ban me in the past, and then I was like, listen, dude, I don't want to be on this Discord. Why the f are they posting this shit? They literally leaked the private conversation that we had to make fun of me over it. You have no idea what the f you're talking about. They literally all dick Destiny.
Oh my god.
They unbanned me. I brigaded the subreddit specifically and openly so that they would ban me. Okay? So they did. They banned me. And then, how would I know that? Just giving a suggestion.
Hasan believes in gang stalking, but every single one of his gang stalkers is me.
Giving a suggestion. You're actually telling me that I'm wrong on something without actually knowing anything about the issue. You're challenging me without knowing what's going on and blaming me for something that I've tried to deal with. That's the problem. A lot of people have bad days, and when you're having a bad day, you go on here.
What up?
You go on the stream and you just like say, F you, streamer, F your life.
He's admitting to brigading. Isn't that grounds for his Reddit account to be banned? It should be, yes.
Like, how do you not recognize that you just came in here not knowing what the fuck was going on and then immediately shifted to blame me? Please. I just don't want to be on the subreddit. I don't want to be on the subreddit.
Too? I never call people to explicitly brigade subs or whatever. In fact, I'm pretty sure I tell you guys, or I used to, we just don't talk about it much anymore. We're like, yeah, if you brigade subreddits from a chat or whatever, your Reddit account can get permabanned. You should never be doing that, yeah. I'm
currently #1 villain on LSF, and I have been for some time.
Oh my
Obviously,
God.
It goes through waves. Sometimes Asmongold is that guy. Sometimes even XQC gets to be that guy, okay? For a brief moment. The one guy that's never that guy is Destiny, because he runs that shit because his community is very active on Reddit and pretty much that's the most active area that they're at. So they just constantly brigade over and over and over again. But what is the point?
What a wild statement.
Do
Holy
I have to kill myself? Is that when the subreddit will get nuked? How many people does this have to actually legitimately harm? Because this isn't about instilling accountability. As I've showed you very clearly, it has nothing to do with the accountability, because why would there be accountability for a take that's out of context? A take that goes against what I personally believe in.
Oh,
right?
He's mad about being taken out of context.
That's not accountability.
Oh,
you're not showing accountability by like lying about what my father, like the background of my family and shit. You know what I mean? It's crazy. No, you're just stalking with like additional seasoning on top of it. You know what I mean? And it's so easy to sway opinions on Reddit, because guess what, dude? Post got removed. It'll be uploaded again at a more fortuitous time. Don't worry. I know how they fucking work. They do it all the time. Post will get taken down. It'll get mass reported. Someone will fucking come in and they'll repost it literally at like the perfect time later in the fucking day.
This is, by the way, yeah, this is a day after he was on stream screaming about how I wanted to run people over and systematically murder them. This is with Hasan, by the way, this is with Hasan liking tweets from tankies on Twitter, okay, saying that my family were a family of Cuban slavers. By the way, this is the guy crying about a 20-second clip about streamers being privileged, bro. Literally.
Doing any fucking
cyanide pills.
These dudes have like throwaway accounts too. They just fucking. Why do you keep calling them Destiny fans? Because they are all Destiny fans.
Every single one of them.
Come on.
It's so funny. He's literally retweets and spotlights Tanky and Groiper accounts, actual Nazi accounts, to shit on me, and he's complaining about being taken out of context. Did he say on stream about my mom being a slave owner too?
Anyway.
I forgot if he said that on stream or not. My God.
Fuck anyone that looks at that situation and immediately goes, yeah, this is probably not clipped out of fucking context. This must be the real valid take. Remember the big long post that LSF mods made when Rec...
Also, how fucking sad. I like how he's comparing us to Wreckful now.
It's fucking ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. 4 years ago when Wreckful died, they added this new dawn. Now there's 14,000 people on there, by the way. A thread posted yesterday opened up some dialogue between us and our users, which confirmed our suspicions of the subreddit needs drastic change. The first of these changes is becoming more transparent in the actions we take and why we take them. In all honesty, the mod team has been in shambles for a long time now. Moderator burnout took a hold a long while ago. LSF used to be a place for PUBG car flips and like random funny moments on streams and like and you know, the occasional new Korean Twitch streamer that's dancing.
God, he's such a fucking baby, dude. My God.
You know what I mean?
It depends
In the same
what.
way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will.
I mean, the point of defense is like maybe there's like a few jobs, maybe or but in the grand scheme of things, I would much rather sit here on my dumbass than go out there and deal with dumbass customers or clients or assholes and bosses and shit, and you just want to say, how about you and go die, man? But you can't say that.
But yeah, the irony is that I actually agreed with Hasan's... I agreed with Hasan's takes.
Sorry, I'm sorry, bad. Sorry, chat. Sorry. Guys, so yeah, you guys had flashbacks. My bad. I take it all back. I forgot I'm on Twitch.
You know what I mean?
It depends.
In the
what.
same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will.
Fuck, we're spending too much time on this. Oh wait, shit, I covered the wrong thing. Was LSF really like that back in the day, or was it always about drama? No, I mean, drama has always been a part of all online communities, but way back in the day, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, LSF was way more about gameplay related stuff. It was, yeah. I would say that I don't want to like blame a streamer. Would I say like the Mizkif crew? What changed it the most? Here, okay, I'm gonna push forth kind of a bullshit theory. Like I don't have any evidence for this, but this is just like a feeling that I have. Okay, this is a feeling that I have. Have you ever seen that Reddit user overlap? Oh, this used to be way higher for me. Oh, weird. Do my people just not go to the subreddit anymore? This used to be like 95, I thought. Hasan is looking at it right now. Fuck, I think I turned his stream off. And I've got to watch a ad. How would you characterize people using your whiteness to define you? Like, oh, you split it because your parents owned slaves / were settlers or something else. Like, I would just say, yeah, they did. And yeah, I do. What do you want to do about it? It's stupid. Oh, the GTA RP meta means there's more crossover than usual. Maybe. Doesn't the soul-sucking aspect of streaming fall more on the streamer's fault than it would fall on the retail workers? Doesn't that help to substantiate the anger against the tank? No. Oh, he is looking at this. Sorry, hold on. Ask me that in a second.
Someone like XQC in this situation, because he gets it so hard. So he knows not to egg it on, but he does it anyway because he wants drama. It's bullshit.
Here's something that I think happens that made LSF really toxic, okay? Now, again, this is a bullshit theory, low conviction. Might not be true. It sounds convincing in my head, though. Something that I think happened was I spent a lot of time trying to build my community independent of any others because if you think I'm an outsider now, bro, 10 years ago, I was a mega outsider, okay? Trying not to be part of like any big teams, wasn't part of Team Liquid, wasn't part of any cool mod teams, wasn't part of any cool large orgs or agencies. I was always like kind of on the outside. So I always wanted to build my own community, okay? As a result of that, my subreddit is like the biggest, I think, like streamer related subreddit. I'm pretty sure than anybody else except for LSF. However, there's two aspects of this, right? So I have a large subreddit where my fans gather and they post about me, and other people don't, all right? So I think that this caused something to happen. People go and they look at this and they say, this is proof that LSF is ran by Destiny users, okay? And they'll come to this and they'll say, look, now XQC is unusually high right now, I think because of the GTRP stuff somebody said, right? But they'll say, look, oh, Destiny users run this subreddit because look, they're like the most popular side subreddit that are running it. But I think what actually happens is the reason why my subreddit overlap is so high is because other streamers don't have their own subreddit, and instead they actually use LSF as their subreddit. And I think that aspect is what ruined the variety and a lot of the interesting stuff on LSF. Because whereas before, there were a ton of different people that went to LSF and they upvote and downvote like interesting clips and blah, blah, blah. And larger fan bases would have an outlay, like a larger effect than like smaller fan bases or whatever. That is true. But what happened is if you are like if you're an XQC fan, if you're a Mizkif fan, if you're a Hasanabi head, well, LSF is your main subreddit. This is your subreddit. This is the OTK and Hasan and XQC subreddit. The reason why you don't see overlaps with other ones is because there are no overlaps. This is their subreddit. And I think that habit of fan bases, especially OTK for a while, that habit of their fan bases using this subreddit as their main one and not seeing overlap with other subs is, I think, what drove away a lot of the variety on this and then fixated it on just like 5 or 6 streamers. That's what I think that was a really bad thing. Isn't XQC subreddit huge? Not that much. I don't think so. 239 active users right now? Yeah, no. Asmongold's might be larger as he's branched out more to do other stuff. Yeah, 1.5k users actually. Asmongold is quite active compared to almost every other streamer, yeah. So. What's the Destiny subreddit user count? Right now I think it's around 3,000. Why are we so dedicated as a community? Is it because you operate like a cult leader? Not to suck myself off too much, but I am the everyman. I've just never been much for like clout collaborations. I don't like other streamers as much as other people do. So I think I always spent more time like interacting with my own community rather than just trying to interact with other larger streamers. So in the early days, it meant me being very active in my chat and knowing my chatters and everything. Whereas other streamers usually just wanted to network with larger streamers. But for me, like a lot of my stuff came up through my streaming communities, right? Like if you think of like most of the big people, well, historically it would have been like Mr. Mutin and Dan and stuff, or even Vosh and Hasan actually, were people that I was interacting with in my community. That's where they came from. And I think that probably helped grow my community rather than, Hasan absolutely molding, rather than when other streamers get big, they just want to interact with bigger streamers and more popular people, basically. Yeah. Wow, absolutely molding. Good one. Okay, we're done. Don't care about that. Go away. No more drama. Leave. Hasan is reacting to your Twitter. Fuck, Hasan, don't do this to me. I don't have time for you right now. God. Why is he tweeting? He's live tweeting on stream? I worked in sales. It was gruesome and awful. I was talking about how streaming for 9 hours made me deplete. Bullshit. Why is he? Okay, listen, if you have a rich background, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's totally fine, okay? If you have a rich background, that's fine. Just own it. I worked in sales? What is he talking about? He went to a private grade school, a private high school, immigrated to the United States, parents paid for fucking Rutgers, had a rich dad, a commercial real estate selling mom, and he's got an uncle that worked in media, and then he went to work for their... What the fuck do you mean you worked in sales? Don't act like you struggle. Just stop. Stop. What do you mean? Does he mean like he did sales on the side while he had a job at the Young Turks getting $60,000 a year to make Facebook videos? Bro, please. Why lie? Why lie? Don't lie.
Deplatform, nothing else matters to them. You've managed to build an extremely popular Twitch channel dedicated to left-wing political discourse. You accomplished something very special with the channel and inspire many and surely many others to get into politics and political process. I don't know. I worked in the fucking oil field. Streaming is just a different kind of stress. It's all the fucking same. Oil was harder on my body, but this shit tolls your mind in a different way. Fuck these losers. Most people don't deal with nonstop, never escaping, invading privacy losers, different stressors. That's it. That's the point. I simply was stating, and I even clarified that, like, it's the only other job that, like, legitimately is worse. The only other job that's, like, legitimately significantly worse would be a service sector customer service facing job, which is very clearly stated. It's crazier to me because I hadn't even blasted off at this point. So I had like 10,000 people in here. You know what I mean? Like I hadn't even, like, this is the point though. Your views you have for a reason. Ooh. Yes, brother. I know, dude. I know. I'm failing. It's awful. Oh, no. Okay, bro. We don't make millions sitting up my shitty office job. Shut the fuck up. Like, oh my God, you said something dumb. Why do you defend it for hours? Because it's not what you think I said. That's the problem. And you're already doing it. Like you're doing it. You're reinforcing this fucking thing.
He's got like 20,000 viewers right now, right? 19,000.
It's crazy how dedicated this is.
He's so mad. He's losing it.
I was expecting them to activate again after your vids comments from the past few days because it is how vengeful those losers are. I know. Oh. People coming here just to be an op is literally weird as fuck. I agree with what you said, but you do have the freedom to stream less, I think, and have more social battery. I know.
Sorry, we're on the daily right to bear arms dick ride because he watches Hasan a ton, apparently. Destiny. Hasan started in sales at the Young Turks. You know this. Before he made any videos or was on camera. The way Destiny said it, he made it seem like he was instantly camera talent at the Young Turks, but he definitely knows the information I said. He was 100% told it by at least Hasan when they started streaming together, if not many times since whenever this type of thing comes up. I don't remember that. He might have. That might have been the case. But like the presentation here of like I started in sales, like grinding my way up is not. That's not accurate. You're delusional if you think that. That is unbelievably bullshit.
Thing to do. I promise you this is making your own personal mental health worse. Every single time you think you're like on a conquest to take down one of your favorite content creators' enemies, you're actually hurting your own mental state more and more. Okay? The fact that there's a complex of clippers ready to paint you in the worst light just highlights how correct their original take is. These losers are making your point, but it doesn't matter because they don't truly
care about. What do you think Hasan's salary was when he started at the Young Turks? I don't know. He said he made $60K a month. Or no, not a month. He said he get $60K a year for doing on-camera stuff when he was talent, I believe. But it doesn't matter. His family's always rich. Like, salaries and stuff don't matter. Or... I don't know. I don't know what a lot of you guys mean when you talk about like making money. It doesn't make any sense to me. Because a lot of especially a lot of because so many people reach out to me to go to law school. Like I was trying to talk to this one person. She's going to law school. She really wants to do corporate law. And she said that she really wants to do it because she can make a ton of money doing it. But her parents are rich. And they like pay for, I think like most of her stuff. And I'm like, why do you want to do a soul crushing job to make money when you have a rich family? I just never understood that. I don't understand. I've never understood that. I don't know how it works. I don't know how that works. Because like my parents stopped paying for my shit when I was like 16, 17. Okay. I had to work bullshit ass jobs to buy anything that I wanted. So if I'm making money, it's because I need to, because if I don't, I'm going to be broke. Okay. My parents aren't going to give me shit. But there's a lot of people that come from really wealthy families where their parents are already paying for a lot of things. So I don't know. I guess you don't want to have your parents give you money for things. I don't know. I truly don't understand. I don't know. I'm autistic. I just don't get it. I don't know. I don't understand like that. That thing of like I need to do something really hard to make money. I guess you wouldn't just want to get money from your parents forever, I guess. I don't know. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah. I'm not sure. They don't want their parents' money? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess. Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
Twitch streaming that is worse than like a normal fucking job is the fact that you're...
Yeah, that's true. And your parents can be more weird and controlling with finances. Yeah, that's true. If your mom and dad are paying for things, they can
in a
probably
way,
control you a lot more. Yeah,
on
that's true.
sales and in a sales position or in a fucking customer service facing job, there's still like brief moments that you can take to yourself, like solace. That's it. But of course, this is a profoundly fortunate position that I'm in. Like it's ridiculous. I'm one of the luckiest individuals on the planet. You know what I mean? I talk about that all the time. I'm profoundly privileged. Hasan, I'm begging you. They're watching you live and calling for brigading and to trigger you in chat. I'm begging you. Don't dignify these shitbags with a reply. That's the other thing. It's like, it's so gross that this loser can just like fucking sit there and egg his own community on to like come in here and fucking harass.
I literally agreed with his take. He's so delusional right now.
Why you have no fucking friends except for orbiters that are that are suckling on your teat, by the way. This is why you keep finding yourself in like these fucked up ass relationships with like broken people.
As opposed to Hasan, who's dated literal porn stars in the past, or Hasan, who like has friends who are only other famous people. Like, why would he, of all people, make this charge at me? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Understand that. Find God.
This is such a weird claim
really
for him to make.
That maybe like all the fucking red pill debating and stuff, like getting in a new audience, would have basically allowed him to like move on, grow up.
He's so mad.
But nope. Nope. Tim Pool ass, fence sitting motherfucker.
Does he blame Destiny for this clip? Well,
And
he
then
thinks it's
he'll turn
always...
around and be like, oh, it's really fucked up.
Actually, I don't know if he actually thinks it's my fan base, or I don't know if he just blames my fan base because it serves two purposes. One is because it attacks me, and two is because it allows him to salvage relationships with other streamers. I don't know if he's that strategic or not. Like, because let's say that it's actually like Train or XQC or other fan bases that are attacking him. At least if he blames me over and over again, he can still say to XQC later, like, oh yeah, like I don't think your fans do this. Maybe? I don't know.
Who got into a relationship with someone very quickly and found out slowly but surely that he was basically lying about everything. Now, on the one hand, this person was basically lying about everything, but on the other hand, he was also still paying her rent and even paying for groceries and whatnot.
Wait, what is he talking about right now?
Okay, so it made no sense. Like there wasn't anything that this person was getting out of this relationship beyond like fueling his own narcissistic desires of manipulating a person. Which is why I think this, combined with the fact that...
Wait, he's not talking about me, is he?
Like a really, really good storyteller, made this incredibly captivating and super viral.
This can't be about me.
Every single one of these clips on TikTok basically has 6 million plus views. Incredible.
No, it's not about me. This is something different. He's talking about a TikTok, not
and it
you.
turns out he's
okay.
done this before to other people as well.
It's the video he has on.
Some of the stuff that occurred in this process, he claimed that he was going to buy. He claimed that he was going to buy a house. He never did. We'll do this TikTok recap that's 6 minutes long, just so you can develop a better understanding of the situation.
Summarizing all 50 parts
I don't even know
of
what
the
this is about.
Risa Tisa Who the F Did I Marry videos in one singular part. Let's flow. Risa Tisa and her ex-husband, who she calls Legion, met in March 2020 right before...
Okay, don't care. All right. We're done. Leave, drama frogs. Leave.